First at 6, an Atlanta woman left paralyzed after being shot during an armed robbery. Atlanta police arrested a suspect in the case, but the charges have been dismissed. And it's because the state's only witness, a police officer, wasn't in court for a preliminary hearing.
Only on 11 Alive, Latasha Gibbons is looking into what happened. She joins us live right now from APD headquarters with the very latest. Latasha?
Well, Ron and Jennifer, this victim says this shooting has changed every part of her life, and the only recourse she had was to see the gunman behind bars. But instead, all charges against him were dropped because the officer simply failed to show up for court. Chef Whaley was a rising food prep chef known as Chef Yummy on Instagram.
I'm with the challenge.
Now she's confined to a wheelchair, paralyzed from the chest down. In May of 2022, she was shot alongside Donnelly Hollowell Parkway. Whaley says a man robbed her, and as she tried to drive away, he shot at her car.
And when I drove away, he shot through the back window, and that went through the window and hit me in the back. It pierced through the driver's seat and hit me in my back.
She couldn't stop and crashed into another vehicle, ultimately landing in front of this plaza.
In the moment, you're like, am I dying? Am I dead? You miss those things that you used to do.
Now, with only the use of her arms, she had to cancel all of her clients.
I make them smile. I feed the community. I miss those things, so.
Jail records show Atlanta police arrested a suspect a month later in June for aggravated assault and robbery. And after 101 days in jail without being indicted, a judge granted the man bond.
Now you are out here and you can harm the next individual.
He didn't post bond, but in October, a judge dropped all charges and released him from jail. The reason? The officer, the state's only witness, never showed up to court. An APD spokesman tells us we found no record of the officer being subpoenaed for this case. We have a court liaison office that is responsible for receiving, documenting, and distributing all subpoenas, and they have no record of this subpoena. We obtained a copy of the case dismissal notice where a judge wrote, quote, "The state has had ample time to prepare for a preliminary hearing, and the state's witness failed to appear for a scheduled court date. The judge dismissed the case, breaking Whaley's heart."
It feels horrible. It feels like a punch in the chest. It feels like I got shot all over again.
And within the last hour, the DA tells us they disagree with APD, saying the subpoena was served and that the officer simply failed to show up. The DA's office also tells us they plan to present this case to a grand jury this month with the goal of an indictment so that suspect can be recharged. Ron, Jennifer, back to you.
Latasha, thank you.